Ciao, my name is Marilena and I teach Italian at the University of Nottingham. Welcome to this little taster of Italian language. Let's get started. Benvenuti. Benvenuti in Italian means welcome. Now let's have a look at Italy and the map of Italy. What can you see? That's right, Italy looks like a boot. And a boot in Italian is called lo stivale. Now, it's very important to know this because when Italians refer to their country, they either use the actual word, the actual noun for Italy, which is Italia, or sometimes they use the nickname lo stivale, the boot. Another nickname they will use to refer to Italy is il bel paese, which means the beautiful country. So, when we talk about Italy, we can either say Italian, the actual name, or lo stivale, the boot, or il bel paese, the beautiful country. Now, let's have a look. I am pretty sure you already speak a little bit of Italian. And you might not be aware, but you have a lot of Italian words in English. Now, I'm pretty sure that a lot of these words might be related with food. For example, pasta or pizza or lasagna or gelato. But there are also a lot of other words that may not be referred to food. Now I'm going to give you 1 minute and I will let you think about all the words that you can think of in Italian language that are adopted in English, so you use in English every day. Take a minute to think about it. You can pause the video and come back to me when you're ready. Done? Now, as I said, I'm pretty sure you have lots of words related to food, but let's have a look at some other words. For example, lava, you know the hot stuff that comes out of volcanoes? That's right, that comes from Italy, and in particular, that comes from Naples. You might say, why Naples? And it's because in Naples, there's one of the most important active volcanoes in the world, which is the Vesuvius, in Italian Vesuvio. And the word volcano in itself comes from Italian, which is vulcano. A little bit on geography, let's do a little bit of art. The word graffiti comes from Italian and is the plural of graffito, which comes from the verb graffiare, which means to scratch. The word ballerina, which started to be used in English in the 18th century, comes from Italian, from ballare, to dance. Ballerina is a female dancer. Or the word influenza, which in English we often use, but sometimes we also use, well, most of the time we use the shortened version, flu. But influenza is an Italian word, and it started to be used in English from an epidemic when the epidemic broke out in Italy in the 18th century. And also, the word broccoli comes from Italy. It's a word that we use every day, the word broccoli in English. Did you know that it came from Italian? It does, and il means it refers to a type of cabbage. Now let's have a look at some cities in Italy. Do you recognize this place? Where there's the Colosseum and a lot of historical sites. That's right, that's Roma, and that's the capital of Italy. Do you know this one? This is the capital of fashion and business, and it's Milano. And this one is the city on water. And to go from one place to another, you can't use cars, but you have to use boats. It's Venezia. And this is the capital of art in Italy, which has a lot of museums like the Uffizi, where a lot of important artists came from, like Michelangelo. That's right, it's Firenze. And this city might be a bit trickier to know, but it's in the south of Italy, it's very populated, and it has this little, well, it's actually quite big. a big mountain, which is not actually a mountain, but it's a volcano, and it's the Vesuvius. And that's Naples, Napoli. Now let's have a look at some questions and see if you know some facts about Italy. For example, do you know where pizza comes from in Italy? Does it come from Rome, Roma, Milano, or Napoli? That's right, it comes from Napoli. And pizza was invented by mistake in the 1860s. And it was invented or was made to honor the visit of Queen Margherita from Spain. It was coming to visit from Spain. That's why the name Margherita for the classic pizza. Do you know how many types of pasta we have in Italy? 25, 350, or 850? That's right, it's 350. Well done if you guessed it. And we have 350 types of pasta, but we have a lot more names for them, because sometimes the same type of pasta might have a different noun in the south or in the north of Italy. Do you know which famous fairy tale was written by an Italian? Pinocchio, Cinderella, or Peter Pan? That's right, and it's Pinocchio. Pinocchio comes from the word pino, which is pine wood, and because Pinocchio was made of wood. And do you know what arancini are? Do you think they are rice balls, meatballs, or potato balls? That's right. They are rice balls, and they're called arancini because they resemble oranges, and they are very common in Sicily, but common everywhere in Italy. Last question. Do you think Italy is the most visited country in the world? Is it the first most visited, the ninth most visited, or the fifth most visited country in the world? Well then, for guessing it, is the fifth most visited country in the world. Well done. Now let's try and learn some Italian words or expressions. Let's start with some greetings. Now, if I want to say good morning in Italian, I would say buongiorno. Buongiorno. If I wanted to say good evening, I would say buonasera. Buonasera. And if I'm going to bed, I will say buonanotte. Buonanotte. But there's a word we always use, especially with our friends, and that word is ciao. Ciao can mean hi or bye, so it's used a lot of the time. Now, if you look at this question, can you guess what this means? Probably, if you have studied Spanish, you might know what this expression means. Come stai? That's right, it means how are you? Let's have a look at these two girls who are talking to each other and say, ciao, come stai? Benissimo. E tu? Bene, grazie. Let's have a look. Ciao. Hi. Come stai? How are you? Benissimo. Very well. E tu? And you? Bene, grazie. Well, thank you. Now, if you want, you can pause this video and try and repeat these expressions, or if you have the chance of practicing these expressions with someone else in the room, please do so. Pause the video and come back to me when you're ready. Ciao! Done? Now, let's have a look at another question. Ciao! Come ti chiami? Ciao! Come ti chiami? Hi, what's your name? Come ti chiami? What's your name? Mi chiamo Stefania. E tu? My name is Stefania. And you? Now, literally in Italian, this is not my name is, but is I call myself Stefania. And you? Mi chiamo Marianna. My name is Marianna. Now, if I'm talking about myself, I will say mi chiamo Marilena. E tu, come ti chiami? Can you practice how to say your name in Italian? Please feel free to pause the video. Now, let's have a look at some numbers. We are going to learn numbers from 1 till 10 in Italian. I'm going to say the numbers and you feel free to repeat them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to scramble these numbers around. Now, can you remember what the number for 1 is in Italian? That's right, it's uno. We often hear in English numero uno, number 1, or formula 1. 2, number 2 is, that's right, is due. And 3, tre, and 4, 4. Again, if you speak Spanish, this might help. And 5 is cinque, and 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9 is 9, and 10 is 10. Well done from practicing them. Now, here we will see a number written down, 8. Now, can you tell me which number will be left? Which number is the right number that goes with 8? Do you think it's 2, 8, 1, or 10? That's right, it's 8. 8 means 8. What about 4? 4 is 4. And 7? 7 is 7. And 3? That's right, 3 is 3. And 5 is 5. E 4 is 4. Thank you very much for joining me this Italian Taster session. Grazie mille. Thank you a lot. Thank you 1,000 times. That's what it means. So, grazie mille, and I hope you like this session. I hope you can study Italian one day. Ciao, ciao!